What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new episode. Today, I'm taking my new Trek Marlin 7 out for a ride and run into a little bit of an issue. Alright guys, so I'm so happy because you can see I finally got my 2021 Trek Marlin 7. And of course I had to take it out for a spin, test it out a little bit, see how it did. I don't do too much with it, but I take it off a very small drop. I take it through some rocks, down some hills, get a little bit of air with it. And of course I ran into a little bit of a problem, which I'm going to talk about as we go through this. So for right now, I'm just kind of cruising on some blacktop at the local school. Here there's some really good hills, there's some bumps, there's some different things that I can hit just to kind of get used to the bike. Here you're going to see me just staying on the blacktop. I'm going to shift through some gears. It shifts really well. Going downhill, going uphill, just getting used to the bike itself. You'll see I'll come up around here with my son and I'm in the parking lot. And what they did here is that they actually built this little bridge off of the parking lot. The cars could actually have overflow parking and park on the blacktop over here of the playground. So on the left side there, they had to fill it up with a bunch of rocks in order to do that. So this is actually a perfect area to kind of have the, drop the bike in. So what you're going to see in a minute is me taking it really slow down there just to check it out to see how the bike does. And really there was no problems. Back up the hill, really easy pedaling. So I said, okay, let me take it a little bit faster. So here, again, fast. And you'll see here I actually pedal. And as I was coming over, I was going to go down this hill, but that truck was there, scaring me a little bit. So listen. You hear that, and then you hear me kind of say, uh-oh. So what happened is that the back tire came off of the curb, made kind of a strange banging noise, and my dork disc right here fell off. Now this wasn't the first time that it did it. This thing just does not hold well, and this is the biggest problem that I'm having. And this thing just, I couldn't really get it back on properly either. It just wouldn't center properly. So many issues. So here I am trying to wheelie. So I need to work on that, but the bike can wheelie no problem. Like I said, I'm trying a couple different things out with it. And now here, okay, you can see this hill. We're gonna go down this hill. It doesn't look that steep, but you can get some speed on it. And there's a nice little bump at the bottom.
Ready?
The first time I go down, I'm not really trying to get any air or anything. I'm just kind of seeing, hey, really bumpy. Let's see how this thing does. And there's these rocks right before it, and then you hit this bump. And that went really well. I was happy about that. So I take it back up to the top. My son's going down this also, so you'll see him on this one. I took it in a different area where you can kind of hit the bump and get some air. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so I got some speed up. There's not a lot of air, but it's just boom, right there, Got a little bit of speed, got an air a little bit, and you want to know what? I had no problem with the dork disc on this one. I had no problem with the gears missing or anything like that. I had no problem with the chain coming off.
You know that?
Like you saw before, it was really weird with that back tire when it came down. That dork disc just made a lot of noise. So here's a drop. It looks very small. It's probably a foot to a foot and a half, so it's not that big. It's probably like 2 curbs high or a little bit higher than that. But again, no problem with the dork disc, no problem with the chain coming off. So you'll see here, this goes down and back up. I just wanted to show you a real easy kind of down and up. Of course, I got to go back up and get a little bit of speed. And what you can do is you can launch off the side and get some air. You're going to see right here, I get about, I'm about a foot in the air. I'm not really that high. But when I come down, you're going to hear that dork disc. Bang, bang. If you turn it up really high, you can hear it. It kind of just came off, was banging around. My wife was videotaping, she stopped, but my chain actually came off that time too. So of course I go back and do it again, get more speed. Probably got less height, but more speed and went out a little bit further, and no problem that time. So this dork disc, it's just not stable, I guess. It just depends on when you hit bumps and stuff. So it's just a problem. It's just not a good piece for me, so I gotta get rid of this thing. Alright guys, at this point, this dork disc has fallen off, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 times. And right now you can see it's like not even, and let me spin it, it's not even like centered or anything. It's just kind of on there, just jammed in there. I plan on leaving it on, watching a bunch of videos. They say that it's good so your chain doesn't get caught between the spokes and your gears. But it's causing more problems than what it's helping at this point. So let's see what I can do with just some regular scissors to get this thing off. Oh yeah. Everybody's got these tin snips, regular scissors. There it is, guys. This is the thing that was causing a problem. All it is a couple clips. They're not tight. They're hard to align. I've seen other people complain about it. I literally use regular scissors. Just cut it, hoping for no more problems at this point. I will keep you guys updated if I have the chain fall off. I had the chain fall off once, and I had it skip a gear once just from a big bump. But I'll keep you guys updated. So far, I love the bike though. I mean, I hate to complain, but I mean, just for this thing, no big deal. See you guys on the next episode. Make sure you subscribe.